Where are the lights?
I found him.
Oh, hey, look. It's so great to be back in studio.
And it feels so natural. Yeah. I don't think we're going to have any problems doing the show with all this PPE.
You got that right. Now we just need to find that record button.
Yeah, it's on the back.
Oh.
Dance like the moves that you're doing on purpose. Sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you. Pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey!
Welcome everybody, Later with Jason Suel. So glad that you are tuned in to our show, Entertainment Television with Heart. And I figured the record button out. Hey, we're back in the studio.
How crazy is this?
It is crazy. It feels a little bit different. It's just you and I in the studio. Of course, our whole production team are sequestered over in the booth, working hard. Hey guys, good to see you.
Hey, can you hear us? I mean, of course, we're mic'd. They can hear us.
Of course they can hear us. But let's talk about it for a second, Bo, because the nature of Zoom meetings has become so commonplace. Folks are used to seeing this kind of content, but now we are actually back in the studio with each other. So what do you think?
It's a little bit different. I kind of miss sitting on my couch in my shorts. You know, I had to get fully dressed and take an actual shower. It's been strange, but I kind of like being back in the same room with other humans.
Another thing I really like is that I'm interacting with you on a television screen at the same time.
And we're in the same room?
And we are in the same room.
It's strange. It's a little bit strange. But, you know, everything is a little bit strange right now.
Well, let's talk about something that's really strange. It's kind of a downer, if I'm honest, is that movies, blockbuster movies, have all been kind of pushed back.
You know that's one of my favorite things to do, like, ever.
Right.
And, you know, there's so many movies that we haven't seen in theaters yet. That almost 7 or 8 months worth of movies that have been pushed back. All the summer blockbusters have been pushed back. You know, they took a chance on Tenet, but you know, you've got the Wonder Woman getting pushed back. You've got all these movies just, you know, Bond's getting pushed back. Everything's getting, Black Widow's getting pushed back because everyone's nervous on when people are going to be comfortable seeing movies in theaters again.
You know, to that end, I think it is important for the film industry to keep people employed and at work. And so we actually have an individual right here locally who is working really hard with students in Northwest Arkansas. His name is Trent Jones. He's the director of communications for Springdale Public Schools. He's the festival founder of the Ozark Media Arts Festival, and he is going to be joining us on this episode. I cannot wait to hear about all the great things that he has going on. And Bo, you're going to love this. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Guess who we have? I know that the food segment is your favorite. So.
Oh, what do we got? What do we got?
We got Chef Stephen Brooks, and he's at the grill making us some steaks.
That's where he thrives.
Man, I cannot.
Chef Brooks behind the grill, there's no better thing.
There is no better thing, and I think he's going to teach us a little bit as well about how to make a perfect steak on the grill, which I need to learn, to be honest. And then right now we're going to send it over to our friends at Bike Eureka in Eureka Springs. They've got an ever-expanding trail system, and I had the chance to get out there and have some fun with them. So check that out right now, and then stick around because we got all those other segments happening later. Hey everybody, Jason Suel for Bike Eureka. We're out here at the beautiful Lake Leatherwood City Park in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, and they have everything here. Obviously, it's a great place for families to come. My family, the Suel clan, is here enjoying our picnic. There's also camping, there's hiking, there's boating, there's fishing, and of course, there's biking. So after I get through with this snack, we're gonna go visit with a couple of members of one of the oldest cycling clubs in Northwest Arkansas who are gonna fill us in on some of the history of the trails here at Lake Leatherwood. Pass me a sandwich. We're joined by Josh, Carmen. Thank you guys for taking the time to visit with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Josh, tell us, man, I know there's been a lot of expansion in the trail system in Northwest Arkansas, but right here in Eureka at Lake Leatherwood as well. Talk to us about that.
Well, the expansion is certainly great, but it's also allowed people to come out here and see the old historic trails, the birth of mountain bikings in Eureka Springs, in my opinion. They used to be old logging roads. Now they were converted into mountain biking trails, and it's really held a really gnarly aspect to mountain biking.
Yeah, dude, it's really cool out here. I said dude because you said gnarly, and I feel like I've got to live in the same world.
Part of the scene.
It's so cool out here. Carmen, I know you come out here, you cycle, you bike out here all the time. What is something that you really love about the trails here at Lake Leatherwood?
They're rooty and rocky and technical, and because of that you get to see a lot more of nature and the animals, and you know, just get to experience everything out
Yeah.
here.
Justin Huss, thank you so much again for taking the time to visit with us out here at Eureka Springs. We're in beautiful Lake Leatherwood City Park. And this place is perfect, right? For families, for bikers. It kind of ties everything together. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. We're very fortunate to have a city park, very unlike most cities in the state or the nation, the world really for that. Nearly 1,800 acres out here, and just offers a little bit for everybody to the point. We have a tremendous amount of trails. We've been talking a lot about trails lately and some of our newer trails, but really one of the history, and we're in the mountain biking region explosion that's going on, is Lake Leatherwood's been here for a long time.
Yeah.
This year would have been the 22nd Fat Tire Festival.
Wow.
Second oldest mountain bike event in the state, only the Devil's Den. And tons of what we were known for before is the hiking, the hand-cut single-track trails. This has all been volunteer built with CC Riders, a local club, and individuals. And again, really fortunate to have this as a city park. Not many places have something this diverse.
Yes, it's absolutely beautiful. There's so much to do out here. Like you mentioned, there's fishing. You can get on the water. You can walk the trails. You can hop on the bike trail and bike. What's something that you really love specifically about this area of Eureka Springs?
I've always been intrigued with the WPA and CCC works, and so to have all of that craftsmanship here, we have so many, just even our culverts and drainages are hand-cut limestone by craftsmen many years ago, and it was unique in here that a lot of local folks did actually work on the projects through contractors. So just that craftsmanship, that impact, that whole program of the common good and things like parks are
Right.
just a tremendous thing.
And we're still benefiting from that today. So
Absolutely.
again, thank you for hosting us, having us out here. It's absolutely
Absolutely.
gorgeous. I can't wait to experience more here in Eureka Springs.
Fabulous. We love having you guys out.
Yeah.
Sam's Furniture doing good. Shine a spotlight on your neighborhood.
Well, we are here at Sam's Furniture, and we've got Jenny Sorey from Hub of Hope. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Oh, thanks for having me, and thank you to Sam's for providing the opportunity.
Man,
Yeah.
we love it here. They always set us up so nice. They put us on a really
is.
comfy couch.
Very
today.
comfy, very
Yeah,
comfy.
Very comfy. Tell us about the work Hub of Hope does in our
Yeah,
community.
I would love to. So we are a nonprofit based here in Northwest Arkansas. We work to bring healing and opportunities to victims of human trafficking, and we provide prevention and education to the community. So we do that in a variety of ways. We do a lot of awareness and education events where we teach the public to recognize the markers and identifiers of human trafficking. And then we also do lots of outreaches. Our hope is to come in contact with survivors, many who don't even know that they're a victim of a crime, and help them move from that place of entrapment, enslavement, exploitation into a life of freedom and restoration and healing.
Well, say I wanted to get involved. How would I do it?
Hey, we love volunteers. In fact, at this time, we are an all-volunteer organization. And so you could reach us on hubofhope.org, and we're also on social media at Hub of Hope NWA.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Jenny. We
thanks
appreciate
for having
you.
me. Boom. Hey,
Ooh.
come on.
Welcome back, everybody. Later with Jason Suel. So glad that you are tuned in. And guess what? We have an amazing guest joining us right now, Mr. Trent Jones. Trent Jones from Springdale Public Schools. He is the festival founder of the Ozark Media Arts Festival. Really cool guy. Awesome to welcome you into the show, Trent. So thanks for being here, man.
Thank you, guys. This is awesome. Your show is amazing. I love you guys. This is awesome.
Yes, we've been friends for a while. I'm so happy to kind of have you as our first sort of Zoom call while we're back in studio. So it's great to see your face. And I just want to kind of dive in and talk about you recently transitioned to this new role at Springdale Public Schools. Tell us about what you're doing there and just what you're up to.
Right now, as you guys know, communication is critically important. Our nation is, and our city is in a turning point. And I am very humbled and honored to have the opportunity to be at the forefront of helping to connect the dots in communication and to make sure that everybody's lenses are heard, respected, and valued.
Yeah.
So I have a
love that.
question about that. Do you practice the finger gestures when you have those really eloquent speeches? Because it was perfect.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yes, we call it the diamond.
The diamond. Okay.
I've just seen an increase in traffic in videos, social media, emails, connecting and engaging with the community. So maybe you can talk to us about some of that content and how our viewers might engage with some of the content that you and Springdale Public Schools are putting out there.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. We have a phrase that we call interconnected discovery. And what we do is we have consistent communication across all platforms so that if you're into like athletics, while you're watching athletics, you might learn about fine arts. If you're into fine arts, you might learn about academics. If you're into academics, on and on, interconnected discovery. One thing that I'm really proud of, we have created consistent programming in Espanol solamente and in Marshallese. We really wanted to make a point to our community that no matter what language you speak, you still have equal and equitable access to information at the same time as everybody else.
Let's talk about the Ozark Media Arts Festival. I know there's a poster right behind you, man, and you founded this thing. So maybe talk to us kind of about how you decided to start this festival.
Look at that mug.
Where did that idea come from and what happens? Tell us about the festival.
The Ozark Media Art Festival connects education to industry in the areas of communication, which what more important thing right now with daily press conferences, commercials, election seasons, just all the information you're trying to get out there, communication is hyper critical. So in 10 years, we've had 7 years in a row of over 1,000 attendees.
Wow.
Which just proves,
That's awesome.
Just proves that building sustainable infrastructure for kids to understand that the skills they learn in education are translatable to industry.
Before we let you go, can you give us some details? When and where is that happening? What does it look like this year?
No doubt about it. Thank you very much. November 10th through the 13th at ozarkmediaartsfestival.com. It'll be hyper engaged. You'll see lots of good workshops. You'll see lots of good content. It's free. It's free to enter, it's free to attend, and we hope everybody participates and gets to know a little bit more about us.
Absolutely, and I do want to pitch it over to Bo for a second because he is an industry professional, right? And I'm sure all of Trent's students are probably watching the show right now. Oh my gosh, Trent's on TV. If you had some tips, Bo, for those students, because you work in the industry, what would you say to folks who are just getting started?
Oh man, if I could go back, 10 or 15 years and tell early me getting into the film industry, just do it. Don't think it has to be perfect. Don't think you have to have the fanciest camera or the best lighting. Just go out there and get that hands-on experience, because that'll teach you more than any sort of theory or reading on the internet. It's just do it.
Yeah, that's it. That's a great tip.
We call it being the person of yes.
Person of yes.
I'm digging it. Let's all be people of yes. I love it. Trent Jones, it's good to see your smile. Thank you so much for joining us on Later with Jason Suel. We appreciate all you're doing in our community, man. And stick around, folks. We got more happening later.
Smith & Associates Real Estate is a proud sponsor of Later with Jason Suel. They're excited to be a part of the growth and continued success in Northwest Arkansas.
Satisfied? Are you happy yet? Are you satisfied? Are you happy yet? Are you satisfied? Are you happy yet? Are you satisfied? Life is but a dream. I question everything. What's the point of things? I'm losing all my steam. Focus on these streams, laughing at these memes. Is this the reason why we sing? Is this a culmination of our dreams? I remember winters in the shy, snow up to my thighs, looking at the sky, thinking when I would die, cause everybody dies, but don't nobody cry.
Another reason why I ask, if the tears don't reveal, maybe these years will. Look back on your life, tell me who had the steering wheel. I don't know. I take pictures, but I don't pose. They say your eyes is the windows to your soul, but I look inside and I don't see anything no more, so maybe we just existing. Maybe love is a prescription, and without it we start to lose our intention. I feel attention. My mama drugged me to church 4 days a week. You couldn't tell me that I wasn't a Christian, but I had some nights where I didn't believe, especially at the times where I couldn't achieve at the speed that I wanted. And I still look back and can hear the devil taunting. Now I make him sit on the tack though, return to the Mac flow. This boy ain't no toy like cash, bro. I up cash flow, merrily, merrily. These days I pray God would carry me, cause niggas die so much that it's scarily. Hundreds of years and we still only 18% of the population. That mean they been killing us since the emancipation. Ain't no exaggeration, I'm losing patience. Asking God, is this how he made us? I'm gaining power though. Taking it one day at a time like Jack Bauer though. Take another shower though, cleanse a nigga. Cause lately I ain't had a lot of wins, my nigga. Use this pen, my nigga, despite my ends. Some told me that I should end, but them ain't my friends. And I don't give them no dab, no skin. Discernment in my lens. I see you clearer now. You just like me, asking yourself, is you happy? Are you happy yet? Are you happy?
I've got some fears that I can't let go. All of these feelings and I can't show. I got some problems, I know. I'm not too happy, yeah, I'm not too happy, yeah. Lord, if you hear me, can you make me whole? If you take my fears, then I'll let them go. I pray this water will cleanse my soul. Cause I just wanna be happy, yeah. Don't you wanna be happy, yeah?
Welcome back, everybody. Later with Jason Suel. So excited to bring and to welcome Chef Stephen Brooks back to our show. Longtime guest on the show. He's been a drummer. He's out there at his grill right now. He's done so much on our show. We really appreciate your time.
And we've been on his show,
And
actually.
we have been on that podcast with you, man. Soul Men of the High South. So I know, first of all, I love your shirt, Body by Bacon.
That has been my whole mantra throughout quarantine. It's Body by Quarantine and also by Bacon.
Yes. So what are we doing out there at your grill?
So while we're talking, I'm gonna get these bad boys going because 5 minutes or so, it's gonna. I think you can get a nice steak, ribeye steak, with this beautiful marbling done within about 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Man, the trick, Bo, is make sure your fire is good and hot, and you can see what happened as soon as I put those down on the grill, the smoke.
Yeah.
And what that comes from is the fat falling down on the coals and smoking and giving you that beautiful flavor.
1 minute and 15 seconds, counting down?
Yes.
Counting down.
And tell y'all a little bit about what's going on. So, Case and I are doing Soul Men of the High South.
Right.
We finally got all our stuff up on all the platforms. But check us out right now on Spotify. That's where you can go to. That's the coolest one to me. We've got some great episodes up there.
I'm doing it right now. There it is.
All you got to do is click subscribe.
So my minute 15 seconds is up. Look at that.
Look
my gosh.
Wow.
Nice.
And I'm going to take my first flip.
Is there a temperature that you think the grill needs to be at before you pop those steaks onto the grate?
You know what? For me, it's about the color of the coals.
Okay.
So once the coals should have no more black to them. they should be white and red. There should be the white, like ash part of it, and then the red of the coals.
See, you're speaking like a true Southern grandma right now. It's like there's no science, there's no readings, there's no temperature. You're like, you know what? When the wind is blowing from the east and the sun is starting to set, you hold up 2 fingers, and if the coals are white, then the steak's ready.
So if the grates are running this way, I lay my steak kind of at an angle, okay, like this. And then the second flip is at that same angle, okay? And then the third flip, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna give it
so
that
you get
angle.
that crisscross like on TV.
Yes, sir. That's exactly
that was the
right.
secret.
Look at that.
Oh
my
gosh.
God.
It's got the crosshatch.
Oh, that looks beautiful. Hey, you know what, Chef? We don't just have to look at them. We can actually taste them because
we have the technology.
Chef Vince Penalto a few weeks ago hooked us up with a food transporter. So if you'll just hold those right there to the screen, I'm gonna hit a button right here, boop, and here come the steaks. What?
Yeah.
Look,
it
Chef,
works.
It's here, man. We got it.
It works.
It worked out good.
It worked, and this crosshatch is awesome.
It's
just
beautiful.
the way I like it. I'm gonna have a bite.
I'm gonna cut me off. You know, I don't know. I'm just cutting to the chase. Oh yeah.
Seasoned well, a little salt, pepper, granulated garlic, a little smoked paprika. That's it.
That's a great tip. This tastes delicious. This is
unbelievable.
Without a doubt, it's the best steak I've had in the last 6 months. That is for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Chef. We appreciate your time. And for our viewers, obviously you can get involved with the Ron McDonald House, and you can listen to Chef Brooks, Chef Case DeGario, their podcast on Spotify, Soul Man and the High South. Again, Chef, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for delivering these amazing steaks, and we can't wait to see you on a future episode. Stick around, folks. We've got more happening later. That's never gonna work, but man, these steaks are amazing. Thank you for tuning in to our show, Later with Jason Suel. Remember, of course, you can find us out there on your social media platforms. Send us an email over at laterwithjasonsuel.com. And before we leave, we gotta thank our lineup of amazing guests, including the great folks over at Bike Eureka in Eureka Springs. And man, what a talented guy Springdale has in Trent Jones. Trent, thanks for your time joining us on the show.
And we can't forget the amazing steaks that we just had from Chef Stephen Brooks.
That's right. That's our show. See you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.